There are so many really great fashion trends out there this summer that I just had to share the most wearable, best summer fashion trends for plus size women. So stay tuned. Hi, my name is Oralia. Welcome to my channel. I'm very happy that you have dropped by today. Yes, we are talking about the best, most wearable fashion trends for plus size women for this summer. As a personal stylist, it is my job to scour all of the fashion trends and find the ones that are the most wearable and the best for plus size gals like you and me. We've got a lot of really great ones this summer. I tell my clients constantly that it is absolutely okay to work fashion trends into your wardrobe. What I advise my clients always is to follow the 80-20 rule. You want 80% of your wardrobe to be your wardrobe essentials, you know, your basics, your elevated basics, things like that. And then that leaves the additional 20% for playing around with the trends. So that's where you bring in the newer, more fresh stuff. Doing this will help to keep you looking younger, fresher, less frumpy. You'll look really up to date, and I love that for you. I have curated a list of everything that I am talking about today in this video and am including it in the description bar down below. You could also follow me on the free LTK app because everything that I'm talking about lives there. Any of the hauls or anything that I'm shopping for also lives in my LTK store in the free LTK app. One last little tidbit that I want to share with you is that this is very different from what you're going to see in the trend footage. My introduction footage pooped itself and died, and so I had to re-record the intro. I have done a lot of talking though, so let's roll that beautiful trend footage. So let's go ahead and dive into the first trend, denim on denim. The Canadian tuxedo is having a huge moment right now. You see everywhere people walking around wearing a denim shirt or a chambray shirt, jeans, head to toe denim, and it becomes its own monochromatic or tonal look. If going head to toe denim is just not your thing, what I would suggest that you do instead is play with the fabric itself. It doesn't have to be the same medium blue on blue. You can play with the tones, like do a light blue with a dark blue, or do a white and black. You can mix it up in that way. It's more about wearing the denim. I know that a lot of you ladies in the South or in warmer climates are all like, girl, there is no way that I am going to be wearing a pair of jeans and a denim shirt in 90-degree plus weather. And I totally get it. I get it. But there are ways around it. You could always do like a chambray dress like the one that I am wearing right now. I got this one from Old Navy. I really, really love it. I think that it is the perfect way of participating in the denim trend. You could also do a denim pencil skirt or something like that. Not the denim maxi skirt. I've got thoughts about that I'm saving for another video. There's a lot of denim dresses out there. My second trend is dopamine dressing. So color on color is huge right now. So you see really, really high vibrancy, highly saturated colors being mixed together. You've seen that repeatedly in all of the Walmart hauls that I've been doing because I think they're really one of the biggest retailers here in the States at any rate that is really playing into that trend. I really think that spring and summer is the time to play with color in this way, to play with tone on tone, you know, pink and red or pink and orange or red and orange, all of these really hot saturated colors. If you're into it, by all means, embrace your maximalist self and go for it. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it because that lets me know that you like this type of content and I am more than happy to continue to produce this type of stuff for you. All right, let's get back to the video. You know, in that vein, Cobalt Blue is the color that I am seeing the most. I really, really love that they're mixing cobalt with white. There's just something really crisp and elegant about blue and white, whether it's a floral print, a tropical print, a really small print, and it's really all over the place. I found it at H&M. You guys are buying those up like crazy, and I don't think that they're available, but H&M is trying to put out variations of those patterns. Another one is Abercrombie. I've seen a couple of really pretty blue and white floral dresses there. Cobalt Blue is the one color that I am seeing so much of this summer, and I am so here for it. I love that color. Stripes are the trend where I have to be careful because I am obsessed with stripes right now. I have that striped cotton jersey top that I got from H&M that I am wearing so much. And I am just all about the stripe. Now, when it comes to plus size and stripes, well, you have to be a little bit careful. You have to be kind of picky about the type of stripe that you pick. You don't want to pick something that's too wide. You know, you don't want a real wide horizontal stripe. You want to go with a stripe that's kind of thin, maybe like an inch or thinner. I used to be that person that was like, I am plus size. I am not going to be wearing stripes. You will not catch me dead in stripes. Actually, I cannot get enough of my striped shirt. And I get a lot of compliments when I wear that shirt because it looks really elevated. The stripes are always fashionable. They're always in style. They're such a classic print. They're not going anywhere, but right now they're just really, really hot. The next trend is one that is something that actually has come back, and that is cargo pants. Now, back in I think it was the early 2000s, maybe the late 90s, that cargo pants had their first moment, and I was not a big fan. Now that I'm thinking of it, I think I did have a couple pair of cargo pants. Looking back, I was all like, why did I do that? Hear me out, hear me out. This time around, there's just something about the cargo pant. It's a utilitarian pant, but the way that they're constructing them and the fabrics that they're using, they look really nice. It's like that cool casual chic that you can dress up. I think that if you buy the right pair and the right kind of fabric, you could wear them as like a casual chic, but you could also dress them up. And I like that. As long as they don't have a lot of really big, bulky pockets. You want to find a cargo pant where the pockets are a little bit more streamlined. If you've got a booty, you do not want big, bulky pockets back there. You want to find slim silhouette pockets on your cargos. I am kind of on the hunt for a really nice pair of cargo pants because I think that trend is actually kind of fun. And again, it gives you that really current casual chic kind of look. I kind of went back and forth as to whether or not I wanted to include them, and that is ballet flats. And the reason that I was back and forth on it is because ballet flats are generally a round toe flat. Sometimes you get a squared off toe. You just have to be really careful with a ballet flat and a round toe when you are petite and plus size, because the round toe will tend to truncate the legs. It really shortens the leg. You kind of have to keep an eye out for that. I think that the cap toe ballet flat though is an exception. I really love the look of it because it's very sophisticated, it's very classic, and it is really just quite beautiful. So I would say use your gut instincts on this one. Go out, try some on, see how you feel about it. You can play with this trend a bit and maybe just go with a pointy toe flat. So you could kind of, you know, finagle it a little bit and call it the trend. Otherwise, if you are a taller gal, then the ballet flat trend is perfect for you. The next trend is the maxi length, and it can be a maxi skirt or it could be a maxi dress. For me, this is a super easy one because everything I buy fits me long. I have such a hard time finding things in short lengths. I just don't even bother sometimes, and I accept the fact that every dress and skirt that I own is going to fit me either at midi or maxi length. I really, really love wearing maxi lengths during the summer, even though you might think, oh, that's going to be really hot. Actually, it's not, because usually what I buy is loose and flowy, and I get a lot of airflow, and that's really the key to dressing for the heat. Is you don't want anything really touching your skin. You want it to be away from the skin so that you can have some airflow. The next one is not necessarily a fashion trend. It's more of a style, a beauty trend, but one that I feel is it bears mentioning, and that is clean makeup, or they call it clean girl makeup on TikTok and Instagram, and that annoys me because the word girl annoys me a little bit. Let's go with clean makeup instead. I really, really love this trend. I think that it is so fresh and so beautiful, especially being older. You know, you have to be careful of putting on too much makeup. That's not to say that if you wear a lot of makeup, you're doing it wrong. You're not. If you feel comfortable in it and you love it, and you know you do it in such a way that it doesn't age you, then by all means, please do it. For me personally though, I find myself going more to a less is more type makeup look. Today I'm a little bit more made up than normal because I knew I was going to be on camera, but on my everyday life, I rarely if ever wear eyeshadow. I do wear mascara because I think mascara opens up the eyes, and you know, I need that. And maybe just the tiniest bit of eyeliner to help bring out my lashes a bit more. And it's more about the skin. It's more about very minimal makeup, just covering up blemishes or, you know, your trouble spots on your skin with maybe a little concealer or a little bit of foundation, or maybe wearing a lightweight skin-like foundation and wearing a nude lip. Right now, I am obsessed with the YSL Rouge Volupte lipstick balm in 09 Nude Sheer that I got from the Sephora sale. It's what I'm wearing right now. I'm obsessed with that clean makeup look because I just feel that it's a lot fresher and it is just really youthful and allows your own natural beauty to shine through. This makeup look actually leads me into the 90s minimalism trend. For 90s minimalism, I am all about that because it is actually very classic, clean lines. Think Ralph Lauren, think vintage Calvin Klein, and think Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. She was probably the leader of this particular trend. And she happened to work for Calvin Klein, actually. I really liked her style back in the 90s. Anytime that I would see a glimpse of her in the media, I would be all like, oh, she looks like money, you know? And I think that was kind of like the birth of my love for a classic style, because it, to me, I equated it with old money, which I think honestly 90s minimalism leans in a little bit on that old money aesthetic or the quiet luxury aesthetic, which I do want to do a spin-off of this particular trend on my channel. I want to talk about it a little bit more because there's a lot to be said. There's a lot to unpack here. But essentially, Carolyn Bessette Kennedy was very much the driver of this. If the internet had existed, she would have broken the internet with her wedding dress. It was so beautiful. It's a beautiful white satin slip dress designed by Narciso Rodriguez. It was just so chic, so beautiful, and so stylish. I really like the fact that when you take a look at 90s minimalism and what they were wearing back then, you could easily carry that over into today, which tells me this is actual classic style. And if it's leaning into the old money aesthetic, yeah, it makes sense that these things would still be relevant today. Trend number 10 is Raffia Everything. I love this trend, especially where shoes are concerned, because this is a new place that this trend is going to. Bags, totes, hats, belts, those have always kind of been there, but finding raffia shoes, that's a little bit newer. Last year we saw it emerging during the summer, and it's really making itself known here this summer, and I'm here for it. I love it. I've been eyeing up a couple of pairs of shoes from Sam Edelman, actually 3 pairs of shoes from Sam Edelman. They have the Hazel Pump in a raffia, and they also have got this really cool slide sandal in a dark raffia with this beautiful like tan or toffee cognac colored leather trim that I'm just like, wow, I might have to get those. And they also have a pair of loafers in a raffia that I'm really, really liking. So Sam Edelman is actually a really great shoemaker, and I love all 3 of those options. When it comes to bags, raffia bags are also really awesome. Mango and Target actually have got some really beautiful raffia pieces. So I would say that if you want to dip your toe into this trend, then go for the high street. And then if you really love it, then go for something more luxury like Chloe or Loewe. And then let's not forget about my woven stretch belts from Amazon, which to me, those so far have been the purchase of the summer in my wardrobe because I'm wearing them like crazy and they're really comfortable. They're very stretchy. You guys have been buying those up quite a bit as well. And I'm really, really happy about that because they're really, really awesome. What trends are you going to be participating in? For me personally, I will be doing the denim trend, the maxi trend, the raffia trend, the 90s minimalism trend, the stripes trend. What can I say? What can I say? But the beautiful thing about it is that at least half of those trends are classics. So I'm in safe territory here. I'm gonna have a couple of videos for you right here, my most recent and one that YouTube thinks that you're gonna enjoy. I hope to see you in my next upload. Bye.